Stop COVID-19 by recognizing its lessons. The answer is here. Many of us think that COVID-19 has removed our power. We've been forced into lockdown and can barely leave our homes. So it is obvious that we've been stripped of our power, right? Yes, we can give our power away to this virus, but does this way of thinking actually serve us? You see, our thoughts can create our defeat or our success. If our thoughts are creating our defeat, they are literally the wrong thoughts. We are meant to shine. And no, I don't just say that because of watching and loving Disney movies. I know we are meant to shine because for over 30 years now, I have studied the journey of the soul. Just prior to the arrival of COVID-19, I noticed that the energy in our world was heavy, so heavy. I began to wonder how many people were truly happy. And I actually asked one of my teachers if there were recent stats on what percentage of people felt they were happy. I worried for our population. I saw negativity, lack of balance, and lack of appreciation for each other and for life itself. Symptoms, conditions, and disease had reached a whole new peak. Time had sped up, and everyone seemed to be running on a daily treadmill. I remember welcoming snow days, just so people could have a day's reprieve from all the craziness. Yes, politics played a major role in the state of dis-ease that we had reached. So did global warming, causing so many floods, hurricanes, forest fires, earthquakes, and loss of lives. And inflation and technology played major roles as well. There have been so many factors. Some days I felt I couldn't keep up with all the people needing help in major ways, which is why I started offering free healing clinics to at least try to help the youth on a larger scale. All the anxiety, depression, and suicide in our youth were happening because mankind had lost its way. The mental state of our youth is only a reflection of how the rest of us are living our lives. Our children needed us home. They needed us playing with them. They wanted to see us happy, energetic, and out in nature. They wanted a connection with us. They wanted to be surrounded by laughter. They needed home-cooked meals loaded with vitamins and minerals. They wanted real meaning in their lives, to discover their passions, and to know they could make a difference doing what they're passionate about. They wanted to feel secure that the world was in good hands with wise leadership. In spiritual teachings, it is said that if we don't learn our lessons, the universe will give us bigger and bigger challenges until we finally learn what our souls set out to learn here on earth. As a collective, we were not learning what we needed to learn. So universal intelligence stepped in. That's all that happened. The universe created a virus that no one understood entirely. No one in science or medicine knew how to cope with this virus. The world was forced to stop what it was doing and take notice. There is an emotional connection to every physical challenge, a way of thinking and feeling that creates each physical ailment. If you look up the emotional connection to a virus in Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, you will find that a virus is caused by lack of joy flowing through life. Wow. Do you understand the magnitude of this? Do you see the big picture here? The universe used lockdown to create liberation. By taking away our distractions and keeping us within our homes with our immediate families, we were reminded of what our priorities are and what is meaningful in our lives. Some of us were reminded how to play. We were reminded of what makes us happy, what makes us laugh, and what inner freedom feels like. When the virus first arrived, we didn't feel very safe But now many of us feel safer than ever before because at this present time, the whole world is joined together facing the same big challenge. And it is harder to focus on our individual problems when the world around us faces such a large challenge. By having some of our outer freedom removed, we have been shown where our real freedom rests. Our souls would not have come here to be miserable, to be surrounded by negativity, or to feel powerless. They just wouldn't have. Yes, we come here to learn, but not under the duress we were putting ourselves under up until COVID-19 arrived. The affirmation Louise Hay recommends to say in order to prevent and end viruses is, I lovingly allow joy to flow freely in my life. I love me. As soon as we collectively see why this virus is here and individually start making the changes to allow more joy to enter into our lives and flow freely, the faster this virus will vanish. I'm not kidding. This is what needs to happen. I believe that when you hear or read these words, you will know this truth deep within your soul. I always find it ironic that in spirituality, we are told we need to do the work. That work, always enjoyable. The hard part is putting an end to the specific thoughts, circumstances, and people that we allow to interfere with our enjoyment. Our work in ending this virus involves using our imaginations more and seeing the wonder around us. It is being more playful and living in the flow as opposed to resisting. It is feeling deep gratitude for each other, what we have and what we have accomplished. For some, it might mean spending less money so that less money needs to be made and there is more time to connect with our inner selves, each other, and focusing on our passions. For others, it might mean placing boundaries on relationships with those that don't love and appreciate us. For all of us, our work is to be the best we can be, so the universe never has to make the world stand still again. All planets are direct until April 25th. This creates a rare star alignment which intensifies our ability to manifest and create change. I am initiating a group meditation on April 24th. This is the day where Pluto retrogrades into Capricorn, which encourages us to know and accept our own shadow. April 24th is also the International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy of Peace. This day was designed to promote and bring awareness to the United Nations 3 pillars, which are peace and security, development, and human rights. At 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with 8 being the number representing prosperity and abundance, I invite you to sit down, light a candle, and focus your thoughts on the shadow parts of yourselves, the ways in which you may have become out of balance, and decide what you will do to bring your life back into balance in order to feel joy coursing through your veins. Close your eyes for a minimum of 8 minutes and do this work. It may be some of the most important work you will ever do. Remember, the universe often tests us to see if we have it right, to see if we have learned our lessons. Stay on track, knowing that we finally understand what this virus has been designed to teach us at a spiritual level. Start living with the most amount of love and the least amount of fear possible, for as long as we have the privilege of having this human experience. Right now, the way forward is to tell others we have the answer to ending this virus. Spread the word as fast as this virus spreads. Let's show universal intelligence we have learned our lessons and bring joy to the world and our lives like never before.
Remember, the group meditation is at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on April 24th.
You are asked to light a candle, focus your thoughts on how you're going to live your life with the most amount of joy for a minimum of 8 minutes. You might want to listen to the song called Lead with Your Heart for further inspiration. You may want to journal your ideas. And lastly, it's mandatory that we all walk our talk. Peace be with you.